said?
Hi, my name is Calvin Bedner.
And I'm Chua, and this is our show off of Cardinal Street.
Now, I do have to warn you, the show may not be suitable for all audiences. There's a bit of swear words. But anyways, let me spin you a tale about a mysterious set of deaths in a small town being played by...
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Just new case. I'm so sorry. Sorry.
Let's just start the show.
Yep. Yeah, I heard on the radio the police have hit a wall. Have you found anything new?
Nilch. Have I really been looking into it that long? The police have already started to give up.
Well, let's see. It's been about, I don't know, 3 weeks? At least depending on the smell you're giving off. Seriously, when was the last time you bathed?
It's only been about maybe 3 days? Okay, listen, there's something different about this one. I mean, how does something like this happen? This is a small town, not some hectic city. And it's not like it's just someone getting away with this. This is something else. No evidence? I mean, that's insane. People don't just drop like flies for no reason. And if no one else is going to do this, then I'm the one that's got to do it.
I've heard this story before.
Sorry, I've just been stuck in my own head for the past day or two.
It's okay. And listen, I know if anybody's going to get down to the bottom of whatever the hell's been going on, it's going to be you. But for the love of God, please take a shower.
You got me. I will. Do you want to take a look over what I've got so far?
I swear the weather's been changing. I've never felt heat like this before. I haven't even been doing my makeup because every time I go outside, I sweat it all off anyway.
You must be right. I can barely keep my grass green this summer. But I've been trying this new concealer. It stays on all day, and you can barely tell I'm wearing any.
Wow, where'd you get it?
The drugstore off of Cardinal Street. It comes in this cute baby blue package. I can't remember the brand name.
I got it. I need to go to the drugstore off of Cardinal Street.
And where could you have gotten that idea from?
It came to me in a dream.
Aha! Well, I'm guessing you're gonna be off now to chase down that lead. I wish you luck. I really do think that you can figure this out. I mean, look at how hard you've been working this past month. At this point, it seems like you're the only one left who actually cares.
Thank you.
Hey, you're gonna need this, I presume?
Shit, yeah.
And one more thing. Please, for the love of all that is holy, please take a shower.
Of course. You sure do love keeping me honest. This can't be a coincidence. You have to admit something here is fishy. All of them, and I mean all of them, went to the same exact drugstore. Now, I understand that people go to the drugstore a lot. I won't deny that. But even a skeptic like you has to admit that all these people going to the same exact place is a little out there. Oh, don't you give me that fucking look. Oh. I know that everybody thinks that it's going to be some kind of killer, but I mean, that just doesn't make sense, does it? I mean, I talked to the cops and people's families, and no one saw anyone go near them before they died. I mean, what would that person have to be? Some kind of ghost? There's got to be something else. Not even a goddamn footprint outside the windows, no sign of forced entry. I mean, maybe the clerk at the drugstore had something to do with it. I mean, he seemed nice and all, but you, how did you get in?
The door was wide open.
That's impossible. I would have felt the breeze.
Something tells me you're a little preoccupied.
Well, since you're here, you want to sit down?
Go, he's standing anyways. Who's this new guy?
Oh, the barista at the coffee shop told me that would probably be best to have someone to talk to at home.
Ah, so he's my replacement. Nice to meet you, sir.
His name's Charlie, and don't worry, he won't bother you.
Right. How have you been? It's been a while since you last called.
Oh, I'm fine. I've just been busy with all this.
Right, the case. How's that been going?
Well, I think I finally found a connection between all the deceased, besides the fact that they all died mysteriously. It's not much, but they were all seen shopping at the same drugstore at least a few days before they all died.
The one off Cardinal Street?
Yeah. How'd you know? Oh, right. I went shopping after I talked to the clerk and picked a few things up. Anyways, I'm not sure what it can mean, but it's definitely something.
Concealer?
I don't remember putting that in.
Maybe you were so lost in thought you put it in without thinking.
Shit, is that how I accidentally keep buying all this crap?
I mean, hey, at least the bulletin board finally has a connection.
Yeah, I can't tell you how liberating it feels to have finally even made about the smallest amount of progress. I've been craving to finally put some red string on. I was getting a little sad looking at a board that just said victims.
And I'm glad you've made progress, but have you been taking care of yourself? Taking your meds?
Yeah, I just picked up a refill at the drugstore earlier.
You can't lie to me, I just looked through the whole thing. No meds.
Damn. You're good. Okay. Yeah, I've been busy with all this and I haven't had the time, but I'll make sure to pick some up after today.
Well, you have one connection, the drugstore connection.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you try talking to someone close to the victims?
I've tried that already and there wasn't much useful information there.
Yes, but you were trying a serial killer angle. Maybe you should try more of their spending habits.
I think you're onto something.
Yeah, well, it's either that or digging around the drugstore's trash after hours.
Good idea. You can do that while I actually do something important. Hello. Thank you again for agreeing to meet with me.
It's really no problem. I just wanted to get this all over with.
Then shall we begin? So I just wanted to follow up on a few leads and figure out if I might have missed something.
Of course.
So through some digging of my own, I have found recently that every party involved had been found shopping at the same drugstore. And I was wondering if you would have any knowledge of their spending habits.
I'm not sure I'd be able to remember exactly what they purchased.
Okay, how about any recent changes in their behavior?
No, they hadn't changed at all.
Okay, how about any recent changes in their life at all?
Well, they had started taking a new medication. And they were just about to start high school, and you know, it's an awkward time for most kids, and they weren't any different. It's funny. They were always kind of a quiet kid, you know, never said much about what was going on. But the one time they kind of broke down that wall. Well, they come running out of the bathroom, and I see them, and on their face was the worst makeup job I've ever seen in my life. They were trying to cover the smallest pimple you've ever seen. You kind of forget how much those things affect you when you get to our age, but that was one of the few times I've seen them cry in a while. Full on bawling. And I sat them down and just talked. For hours, we talked about high school and kids in my day, and that seemed to cheer them up for a little while. I got to see them, my little kid again, for a few days. Just a few days before, well, before.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine, and I just need a minute.
Of course. Well, I should have everything I need, and thank you again for talking to me.
Ah, kid! You look even rougher than the last time I saw you. Hey, what's been going on?
I made some progress.
Well, that sounds like good news. Did you follow up on that drugstore lead?
I did, and it led me to a few places, but none of them were all that concrete. Hell, I've gone over 100 times in my head and nothing seems to pop out. And I need to do this. You should have heard that mom talk about her kid.
Well, I've got coffee and a place for you to sit looking all focused while you try to figure something out. Unless, of course, you plan on having another dream vision that will lead you the right way.
Maybe I will. It was pretty useful last time.
What if that was my coffee giving you the knowledge? Yeah, explains why you're thinking here and not at your own place.
Who knows? Maybe you're my main suspect. What if I'm just trying to gather information on you?
And you're doing a shit job, kid.
Hey, could you start an Americano for me? I think I could use that extra hit of knowledge.
Yeah, sure thing.
Excuse me, can I order a small coffee, please?
Yeah, of course. I see you and your friend in here quite a bit, but lately it's just been you. Why is that?
You noticed. Well, my friend was actually admitted into the hospital recently. It's real bad, too. I've been so worried.
I'm so sorry to hear that. The coffee's on me.
Thank you.
Hi, I couldn't help but overhear your conversation a moment ago, and I was wondering if I could ask you a few things.
What? Why?
This could be extremely helpful to my investigation, and I would be really grateful if you could answer some questions.
Okay.
Okay, so you said your friend was admitted into the hospital recently, correct?
Yeah.
And do you have any possible explanation for any reasons why she may be hospitalized?
No, I have no clue.
Do you remember that string of deaths from a while back?
Do you think it could be connected?
I'm trying to figure that out right now. So the last time you were in here with your friend, I overheard her talking about a certain drugstore, the one off of Cardinal Street. And did she frequent the store for any medication?
She didn't tell me about medication. She was telling me about this brand new concealer she was using.
Concealer?
Yeah, a new one that works really well. I've looked everywhere for it, but I guess I only got it at that drugstore.
Do you remember what the bottle looks like?
Looks like?
Yes.
Small container, logo wasn't real big.
Was it baby blue?
Yes!
Hey kid, where are you going?
Home. Where is it? Brand new concealer hits market. Baseless rumors. Found to be perfectly safe. This is absurd. This asshole is lying. I gotta find him, talk to him, figure out what the hell is going on. Who wrote this piece of shit?
What's going on? I heard about what happened at the cafe. That person you harassed? Seems more appropriate than interviewed. That lady, her friend, she died.
I know what killed her.
What?
I know exactly what killed her.
I don't understand. Why does it say that you wrote this?
I don't know. I don't remember that. Someone must have stolen my name and ran this fluff piece for whatever godforsaken company made this thing.
Okay, you need to calm down and try to rationalize this. Try to remember something, anything.
What I need to do is figure out who wrote this and figure out why they're stealing my name.
Wait.
What are you doing, buddy?
Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to get in. I mean, they don't usually close this early.
You must have been gone a while. This place has been closed for the past month or two.
Excuse me? How is that? That can't be possible. I was just here yesterday.
You must be thinking of a different place.
No, I'm certain it was here.
I mean, it was pretty big news when it happened. This place was popular.
Do you remember why it closed?
Yeah, the owner died. Their kid tried to take over, but it just wasn't the same. People stopped coming.
Oh.
It was pretty sad when it happened. They died around the same time as all those other people. Real shocking. This town has really taken a turn for the worse. The best thing we can do is move on and try for a better tomorrow.
I don't even know what's happening.
This would probably be very shocking.
I don't even know what to say.
There's not much to say. You're so close to the truth.
But I know what killed them. Isn't that what I've been searching for this whole time? I mean, the cops said it was a killer for weeks.
But it wasn't.
No, it was some big manufacturer shipping out tainted products. It's all their fault.
What about the paper?
The paper?
The article?
It's a fake. They got some two-bit reporter to write up some horrible story just for some good publicity on a product that was killing people. And to tie the horrible present up with some awful bow, they pinned it on me. They probably found that I was the only reporter around here worth anything writing for this local paper. It's a small town. It wouldn't be difficult because who would question it? But I'm going to find whoever did this and I'm going to kill them.
Do you read the paper?
What?
Do you read the paper?
Usually, I write for it,
How did you miss this?
I don't know.
Does that explanation really sit right with you? I think you need to go home.
I don't know what to do.
Yes, you do.
Can you come with me?
I'm sorry, I can't.
I need you.
You have to go home.
Initially published the article defending the company. So hopefully now the families of the victims